What if I told you that the reason you feel broken, empty, and completely misunderstood isn't because something is wrong with you? It's because you've been fighting battles in silence that nobody else can see. Sounds crazy, right? But think about it. How many times have you smiled in front of people while feeling completely destroyed inside? How many times have you said, "I'm fine," when you were falling apart mentally? How many times have you wanted someone to understand you, but nobody ever did? And the worst part? You slowly stop talking about it, because after a while, you realize nobody seems to understand anyway. So you stay silent. You keep everything inside. You carry pain nobody notices, and slowly, piece by piece, you start losing yourself. But here's the dangerous truth. Sometimes being broken isn't the end of your story. Sometimes it's the beginning of becoming someone completely different. So before we continue, if you've ever felt broken, lost, or misunderstood, hit that like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and stay till the end, because what you're about to hear might be exactly what your mind needed for a very long time. Because here's what nobody tells you about feeling broken. Broken people don't always look broken. That's why nobody notices. Sometimes the person hurting the most is the one laughing the loudest. Sometimes the person carrying the most pain is the one helping everyone else. Sometimes the person slowly falling apart is the one constantly saying, "Don't worry about me. I'm okay." And maybe that's you. Maybe you're tired of pretending, tired of being strong all the time, tired of carrying things nobody else sees. Because after a while, something strange starts happening. You stop expecting people to understand you. You stop explaining yourself. You stop talking about your pain. Because every time you tried, people gave you temporary words. Stay positive. You'll be okay. Don't think too much. But they never understood what was happening inside your mind. And then something even more dangerous happens. You begin blaming yourself. Maybe I'm weak. Maybe something is wrong with me. Why can't I just be normal? But here's the brutal truth. You're not weak. You're exhausted. There's a difference. Weak people quit. Exhausted people keep fighting while secretly falling apart. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day. Nobody sees it. Nobody knows how heavy it is. But you keep carrying it, smiling, walking, pretending everything is fine. Until one day, your legs start shaking, your mind starts breaking, and suddenly you ask yourself, "Why can't I do this anymore?" But the truth? You were never meant to carry everything alone. And this is where most people make the biggest mistake of their lives. They start believing that pain means they're finished. They think feeling lost means they've failed. They think feeling broken means they're becoming weaker. But what if I told you, the strongest people you've ever admired were once completely shattered too? Think about it. A sword is created through fire, pressure, and pain. Gold becomes valuable only after surviving intense heat. Even diamonds are created by pressure. So why do you think your life would be different? Why do you think growth happens in comfort? It doesn't. Because pain changes people. But here's the question. Will it make you stronger, or destroy you? That's the real battle. Some people get hurt and become bitter, angry, cold. They start hating life, hating people, hating themselves. But powerful people do something different. They use pain as fuel. They look at their suffering and say, "This pain will not bury me, this pain will build me." Because here's the truth Stoics understood thousands of years ago. You cannot control what happens to you. But you can always control who you become because of it. Read that again. Because maybe life broke your heart, maybe people betrayed you, maybe you lost something important, maybe you're fighting a battle nobody knows about. But that pain doesn't get the right to decide your future. And maybe right now you're sitting there thinking, "Nobody understands me." But understand this. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still fighting, after everything you've been through. That's not weakness. That's proof of strength. But here's the moment everything starts changing. The moment you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because pain always leaves a lesson, always. The problem is most people become so focused on suffering, they never notice the message. Maybe your pain is teaching you to stop depending on people. Maybe your pain is teaching you to value yourself. Maybe your pain is forcing you to become stronger, wiser, harder to break. Because sometimes life removes people, destroys plans, and breaks your heart, not to punish you, but to wake you up. Think about who you were before the pain. Maybe you cared too much, trusted too easily, ignored red flags, sacrificed yourself for everyone else. Maybe you kept putting everyone first while forgetting yourself. And now look at you. You're still standing. Still breathing. Still surviving. Because broken people discover something average people never understand. They discover themselves. And one day, you're going to look back at this painful chapter of your life, not with tears, but with gratitude. Because you'll realize something unbelievable. The thing you thought was destroying you, was actually creating you. The loneliness created independence. The heartbreak created wisdom. The pain created strength. The silence created self-control. And suddenly you'll understand. You were never falling apart. You were rebuilding. So now you're probably thinking, okay, I understand all of this, but what do I actually do? Because understanding pain means nothing, if you keep living the same way. So here are the rules that help broken people become stronger. Rule number 1, stop fighting your emotions. Stop pretending you don't feel pain. Stop acting like nothing hurts you. Because ignored pain doesn't disappear, it hides, and grows in silence. Powerful people don't deny emotions, they understand them. Rule number 2, stop looking for people to save you. This truth hurts, but nobody is coming to magically fix your life. Nobody is coming to suddenly remove your pain. Nobody is coming to fight your battles for you. Because the person you've been waiting for, is you. Rule number 3, stop talking to yourself like your enemy. This destroys millions of people every day. Look at the things you say to yourself. I'm a failure. I'm weak. I'm not enough. Would you say those things to someone you love? No. So stop saying them to yourself. Rule number 4, build yourself quietly. One small step every day. Read a little, train a little, improve a little, heal a little. Because healing isn't one giant moment. It's thousands of small decisions. And here's the truth that will finally set you free. You don't need everyone to understand you. Read that again. Because people may never fully understand your pain. They may never understand your battles. They may never understand what you've survived. And that's okay. Because your mission isn't to make everyone understand you. Your mission is to understand yourself. And remember this. Being broken doesn't mean your life is over. Feeling lost doesn't mean you failed. Feeling empty doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes life breaks you because the old version of you can no longer survive where you're going. You are not destroyed. You are becoming. And one day, the same pain that made you cry at night, will become the reason you walk through life stronger than ever. Because storms don't come to destroy strong people. Storms come to reveal them. If this video felt like someone was secretly reading your mind, then don't leave silently. Because I want you to do something right now. Go into the comments and type, I'm still fighting. Because that isn't just a comment, it's a promise to yourself. A reminder that no matter how broken you feel, no matter how hard life gets, you're still here, and you're still standing. And if you know someone who is silently fighting battles, someone who smiles outside but is hurting inside, send them this video right now. Because one message, one video, one moment, can save someone's life. Also hit like and subscribe, because this channel isn't about motivation that lasts 5 minutes, it's about building a mind that stays strong for life. And don't stop here, watch the other videos already on this channel too, because one video can inspire you, but the right mindset can completely change who you become. Now remember this before you leave. You are not broken. You are rebuilding.